I like it too, baby.
So for those of you who don't already know, Rogue 2.0 is returning in the Division 2. But guess what? The original Rogue system is also coming back in the Division 2. Now I know what you're thinking, but Daryus P, how are we gonna have Rogue 2.0 and the original Rogue system in the Division 2 at the exact same time? How is that gonna work? Hold on, homie, just chill. Let me control this wheel. I got you. Let me tell you. Guys, in Division 2, there are going to be 3 dark zones. Yes, 3 dark zones. One on the east, one on the west, and then one in the south. Now, hopefully later on in the DLZ down the road, we get a dark zone north. That would be cool, right? In the division, we got dark zone north, right? In the first division, we got a dark zone north DLC. Wouldn't it just be beautiful if they gave us another dark zone north DLC in the Division 2? Like come on, Massive, please do that. So guys, 3 dark zones when the game first releases, 1 east, 1 west, and then 1 in the south. Now, 2 of these dark zones will always be normal dark zones, and then 1 dark zone will be an occupied dark zone. Before we get into occupied dark zones, because I know what you guys are thinking right now. What do you mean normal dark zones and then an occupied dark zones? And what has this got to do with the title of this video? Hold on, y'all, just chill. I said, let me control this wheel. I got you, baby. We about to get into it right now. Normalization and matchmaking. A big change from Manhattan's dark zone is that the 3 dark zones in Washington, D.C. will utilize normalization to level the player field. But Daryus P, hold on. I thought you just said that two dark zones will be normal and then 1 will be occupied. Y'all, let me go through this. I know what you're thinking. You want to write that comment down below right now saying a bunch of things. Just let me go through this and then everything will be explained to you, right? So let me keep going. A big change from Manhattan's dark zone is that the 3 dark zones in Washington, D.C. will utilize normalization to level the player field. If you are new to the Division 2, normalization reduces the peaks and valleys between players who have high survivability or high damage output. While balancing is a big factor to take into account when crafting your build, remember that your build choices are still unique and offer a variety of gameplay options. AI are not exempt from normalization either. They adhere to the same normalization rules players do. Basically what normalization does, guys, is it brings you guys' gear closer together. So if you just hit level 30, you don't have that super high tier in-game gear yet. That guy that's super high tier in-game gear, he won't be able to destroy you unless he's just like better than you. But it won't be because of his gear, right? It won't be because his gear is so much more powerful than yours, right? That's basically what normalization does. Now, also, matchmaking in dark zones occur in 2 separate brackets. On the one side, players are matched in the level buckets of 1 through 10, 11 through 20, and 21 through 30, and normalized to the same power level, right? On the other side, all players who have reached world tier are matched together and normalized to the same world tier. For players above the normalized power level, bonus statistics are applied to reward you for your time. We have also altered the dark zone matchmaking assignment to help solo players play in dark zones, mostly comprised of other solo players. This is not a hard rule, and players are free to form groups inside the dark zones. So basically, guys, that is a normal dark zone. Normal dark zones can happen. Let me put it to you like this. Say on Monday, East and West are normal dark zones. South is the occupied dark zone. Tuesday, East and South are normal dark zones. West is occupied. Now do you get now do you guys get what I'm saying now? Like you have 3 dark zones. Each one of them could be normal. Each one of them could be occupied, but you only have 1 occupied at one time, and you have 2 normal dark zones, right? And also, if you're a solo player, you're basically going to be in the dark zone with other solo players, no more groups. But in these normalized dark zones, nobody is really going to be PvPing a lot, which I don't think so. But before I go into that, before I go into how we have PvE dark zones, let's go into what an occupied dark zone is, right? We have one more new feature on the list dedicated to our most dedicated PvP crowd. Today we are introducing dynamic server-wide events called occupied dark zones. During these events, all expected dark zone rules change. The concept of SHD and Rogue are completely gone. You are simply a player trying to reap the best rewards in our most hardcore environment. This translates to no rogue states. There's no going rogue. I shoot you, that's it. I'm not rogue. A limited notification system. Friendly fire is active. Guess what that means? I see you, I want to shoot. There's no toggling. A player near you has gone rogue. Attention. Everybody in dark zone. A player has gone rogue. There's none of that. Remember, this is the occupied dark zone, right? This translates to no rogue states, a limited notification system, friendly fire active, and no normalization. Your build matters now. Your build actually matters now. You want to grind and build that OP DPS set. This is where you want to be in an occupied dark zone, baby. Allowing no normalization, allowing you to utilize every ounce of your build. While one dark zone is occupied, the other two operate under expected behavior. Normal dark zones, right? These in-game events are designed to be some of the greatest risk/reward opportunities in Division 2. Are you willing to accept the risk? So basically, occupied dark zones, that is where the PvP is mostly going to be, guys. That's where the PvP is mostly going to be. PvP players will be in occupied dark zones. That's if they are real PvP players. There's some fake PvP players out there, and they don't really want the smoke, so they probably won't really be in the occupied dark zone, right? If they don't really want the smoke, but mostly 99% of your PvP players will be in the occupied dark zones. So where the PvE players gonna be? They are going to be in the normalized dark zones, right? Doesn't it make sense? You PvE players, you wanted a dark zone to yourself. Well, you're gonna get two. You're gonna get two dark zones to yourself, but they may switch, and you need to know. You need to know, be on your P's and Q's and know which dark zone you are in, which one is normal, and which one is an occupied dark zone, right? PvE players, I mean, I'm like, I don't know why PvP players would ever be in this dark zone unless they're just scared to go in the regular the occupied dark zone. It really wouldn't make sense to me. I'm thinking that, like me, if I want to farm but I don't want to farm in the light zone, I'll just go to one of the normal dark zones and farm that way. Now there is still a chance that somebody could toggle rogue, right? Somebody could still toggle rogue in one of these normalized dark zones, but I think the percentage of that is going to be very low, because true PvP players want to PvP against other players who also want to PvP. Nobody wants, well, some people do. Some people want to just try to bully PvE players. I mean, if that's what you want to do, then I guess you can do that. But if you really want to PvP, I'll see you in the occupied dark zones. PvE players, I guess PvE dark zones are coming to the Division 2. Well, sort of. But the gear is normalized, so if somebody does try to shoot you, they can't bully you with their gear. Because some PvE players also do have skill. They just want to use that skill to PvE. So put those high-end gear players, put them in their place, you PvEers. Do what you do, baby. Anyways, guys, there you have it. PvE Dark Zone. PvP dark zone. PvE players have more of the dark zone, but you still can PvP in those PvE dark zones. So I guess everybody's happy, and with occupied dark zones, it's just how this, to me, this is what this is what the entire dark zone in a Division 1 should have been. Like, you shoot people, you just shoot people. There's no notification system. I didn't mind the rogue system, the original rogue system, because the dark zone was so big. Sometimes it was hard to find players to the PvP versus. So once you found those players, you kept PvPing those players, no matter if they wanted to PvP or not. You're gonna PvP whether you want to or not. You're the only person in here. This dark zone is huge. I don't want to travel all the way across the world looking for people. I found you. Now we are going to PvP. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats, dogs, and frogs, my name is Daryus P. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comment section. Thanks for watching.